Hello everybody, I'm Dunhammer from the Dunhammer Game Channel and welcome back to Kaiserreich, where today we are indeed starting as Ireland, who actually does have a pretty smashing focus tree. So yeah, we're gonna, first things first, we're gonna focus on this part of the tree as well as also make our way down here to try and help all the Americans, because the Irish-American coalition, because I think that might be good for us. Now obviously we do have the choice between the King and the Kaiser. Basically, is we join up with our old kind of masters, as I'll call it. We do have to deal with Ulster at some point, but there'll be an event for that sometime in the future before we can do that. Anyways, let's get the usual starting 3 researches. And let's have a wee look how many. We have 8 civilian factories, which is not too bad, and 2 military, which is a bit pants, and 2 dockyards. So I think we go for 4 military first, I think. We start off with a German World War I tank. Well, we'll just garrison the country. There we go. And let's put him in charge. And let's get building a navy, because we are going to need that. We're not going to be using tanks. Guns, please. This might be a series that takes a while to get going, guys. I think. It'd help if I, sped up time. We do have Defense of the Republic. State of the Republic, we're in low stability. Kerensky's. Yeah, we do get attack on core territory +10 and defense +10, and what was the last thing? War support +10, so that's not too bad. These will help. I'm sure one of them gives us steel. Well, surprisingly enough, there. Oh, problems up north. This is kind of the start of the Ulster thing, I think. Steel, some aluminum as well. We do get some events as well for these. Ireland's actually got quite a nice tree. That gives stability, nice. Gaelic. Well, obviously we do have the military industry as well, and we've got 2 being the road to war. Starting a bit early, Yeah, we do have the choice of going heavy, which does give us a 500 plus on civilian and military conversion. But define a production area to focus on at an increased cost in exchange for higher output. Could be interesting. Black Monday hits us, fantastic. Or we go for Irish medium industry, which gives us anti-air, which might not be that bad. We'll decide that later on. These naval bases and the dockyards will definitely be helpful, and these factories as well. Let's complete the Irish economic. Oh, we can't actually do that until we've oh, there's probably unification, sorry, read it. Where is that? Can't really see it. Anyways, what do we want? I think we'll go for the steel first, because we do need some steel, I think. Yeah, we do need steel. I'd want to say Dale, but I don't know if that's... yeah, we're going to stick with Michael Collins here. We're going to stick with him. I've already made that. I'm not going syndicalist, and I'm not signing with the Democrats or Liberals. I'm just going to stay where we are. With the FG. So that's given us construction in the military factories, so that's good. And there's the peace in India. So Afghanistan lost as usual. I'm so tempted to try and beat India as Afghanistan, but I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible. I'm definitely not capable of doing that. I don't know if someone actually has done it on YouTube, but that'd be interesting if we look to see if someone's done it. Because if someone's managed to beat India as Afghanistan, good show. Now, I'm thinking before we go after the Union of Britain, if I can, I want to see if I can justify on Spain. Oh, the 20th anniversary of the 1916 Eastern Rising, so we get some political power for that. Because I really do want to invade Spain. It gives us some land, and plus we can you know, take on the French Commune if we want. Probably end up being a puppet though, but still. We will definitely have to expand. I'm hoping we can annex the UK. That would be lovely. I doubt that'll happen. We're going to need a pretty strong army, and Canada's probably going to say no to that, really. Belfast steel industry. Now, I am going to go for a massive... We do need that steel, so I'm going to go straight in for... Radar construction speed. I never use radar. Let's go for the immigration reform now. I think that event lets us choose our immigration policy, so we can have it really relaxed, which is going to give us a lot of manpower. But I'm presuming it has a negative effect as well. Probably a lot of political power. I'm just trying to see if I can prepare, not prepare, that's just because I read that. See what everyone's actually up to. Defense of the realm, meh. Purge. What's our navy size right now? We have 6 destroyers. They're not the best. I should have some like battleships. I should have just said capital ships really. They would help, not just destroyers. Remember when I used to just go with all subs? That did have its uses, I suppose. Oh, look who's here. Mussolini. Eritrea's... That's a pretty early, you know, fire for that. Hey, you could actually cause some chaos because right now they're not in the best of positions, especially with that stability. See, I got 2 decisions, but I've only got police crackdown. I'm not doing that. Oh, bollocks. Don't know what I pressed there, but fine. Oh, what we'll do is, since I missed that event, we'll just have to load back. For honest sake. Oh. Why? Why? The precise king. Damn it. Right, so we've got to wait 30 days again. It's fine. Oh, Mussolini's still in charge. It's fine, nothing will change that drastically. See, that war's pinged again. I'm surprised, you know, Denmark doesn't have claims on these 2 provinces. I thought it was theirs. Did they get it? I forgot they have a really small tree. I'm hoping they get a bigger one in the future. Could play as Norway. Right, I was about to bloody click that again. I don't know what we clicked on, but we could relax our policies, a few more people won't hurt. Open our immigration up to the world, we've got room to grow. A new beginning for all, make it known to the world. Encourage immigration. Now, I don't want to go all in because that means anybody can really come, regardless. But, you know, I'll let some folk come in. It'll be good for us because that's recruitable, well, just manpower. Is it manpower or is it just population growth? Let's get the agricultural reform drive now. Yeah, Norway's not actually a bad country to play as either. But I'm thinking maybe like the consolidation of power, proclaim Greater Norway, because yeah, we have Iceland and wherever that is, but then we claim Shetland and Orkney, which is quite interesting. And there's the Indo-Chinese. So you know, yeah, Orkney and Shetland. Ah, it's the Faroe Islands. That's what else we claim. Yeah, they might be an interesting place. We'll see what happens. We need to see what happens with this playthrough first. I was thinking maybe return to Bulgaria since they got a focus tree as well at some point, but I think we've been there, survived the Balkan League. That's enough. It is the Balkan League, isn't it? Or whatever the bloody faction. I think it's it is League, isn't it? Oh, brain fart. Saudi Arabia's here. And we have our first destroyer. And Belgium's went independent. Okay. Okie doke. French are probably still going to go after them because they do have Franz Valderin. Valan? I don't know. This province. Right, we can... Let's not push it too much. We can make more substantial investment. Right, I'm going to have to read this. We have left our rural areas in a state of backwards insignificance for far too long. It is time that we do something. Ireland is moving forward, and so too must our rural communities. My god. Much of our industry has traditionally relied upon agriculture, but sometimes we change. But times have changed. This is why I don't read the events out. If we want to keep agriculture as a vital part of our economy, then we need to upgrade our farming facilities. Similarly, much of Ireland's road systems are in a state of complete disrepair, and currently the responsibility of any kind falls to private enterprise. Our transport network is generally and can be considerably improved, allowing us to move both people and economic goods around the country at a more rapid rate. The situation calls for obvious economic expenditure. Well, we must keep the national debt in mind. More radical changes will encourage the population that we are serious about dealing with the issue, however. Let's not push it too much. We can make a more substantial investment. You know what, we're going to spend as much as we can. I think it's important that we get the agriculture and both, well, that and the industry. Well, the infrastructure. Now, let's do the industry for Ireland, which we're also going to heavily invest in. We also have to heavily invest in our army because this... Yep, this is going to be tragic if we don't... We need to get artillery at least. I'm not too bothered about support equipment right now. Need the artillery. The factories. That's not great. Now guys, just a wee heads up, because most of the videos I've been putting up this week have been pre-recorded, so as of today, which is the time recording Tuesday the 5th of June, this is my final week at college, so just a lengthy civil war is imminent. Do you know what? Do we go ahead and get some ties? Trade relations? We should probably go and try and get the trade relations before they go to war. Because that might do us some good. Well, I can get to that. Anyways, what I was saying, as of next week, I will have, well, Friday, I suppose, of this week, I finished college. So, yeah, I will basically be free to hopefully get at least a couple of videos up most days now, because the only thing I'll really be doing is working, which I will be doing overtime, so there'll be some days that schedule probably won't offer on. I hope that was right. I can't take the risk. I need to... This is how not to play Kaiserreich, basically. Just don't pay attention and that happens. But yes, I will be free to make a lot of videos, which is going to be great because I really do want to start pumping some out. Because there's a lot more countries I want to play as. And we are, you know, approaching... This month will be 1 year since I started making videos, which to me sounds absolutely ridiculous. Let me just, I want to check actually what the date is now. I think we did click a major amount. Yeah, we did click on the right one, I think. Don't think we really want that right now. We are going to go see if we can get the Americans to do a wee trade with us before they go into Civil War. Don't know if we're going to make it in time though. So if I just, oh, the alcohol factories. So we can let it go. Now, following the commencement of the IFI initiative, the Irish Department of Industry and Commerce have decided on perhaps a rather obvious choice to kickstart Ireland's Ireland's industry. Alcohol. Wow, stereotype in there. Ireland has a long and proud tradition of producing Irish whiskey, but much of the production is done in small family-run distilleries throughout the countryside. The proposed Sarostats, I hope I've said that right, development will open up several alcohol factories and produce some for our nation. The location for the development has yet to be decided, only that it should be in one of our less industrial regions. So we got Munster down here, Connacht's here, and then we've got Ulster. I don't think Ulster's a good choice because, well, we're going to have tensions there. Maybe here in Connacht. I hope that's how you pronounce it. They need jobs there. Yeah, we'll do it there. Why not? I just feel Ulster might be a bit too much right now. So yes, back to what I was saying before I stopped. Videos, I'll be making a lot. I'll be making a lot, hopefully. And I was checking to see when the 1 year is. Oh look, it's the pointless war that always seems to drag on longer than it really needs to go on for. It's 3 against 5, so 4 against 5 max. Expand the FBI. It's not gonna do you much good. Irish immigration, look at that. Not bad at all, really. So what is manpower? We could go up to early mobilization, which, you know what, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that. Why not? Probably gave us like 1 more factory. If we're lucky, 1 more civilian factory. Oh, I didn't realise United Communes in Brazil was here. Still no faction formed between these two yet. The pints are calling! The construction of the Sarstadt alcohol factories is finished! And now the nation can enjoy the benefits. The factories have not come without their expenses, but there's no doubt that they'll be good for public morale as well as the economy in the long run. Can we really afford this pullout? No. I am not going to attempt to say this word because I don't want to offend any Irish people that's watching. So, yeah. We've got 3 civilian factories now in Connacht, which I liked as well. So Belgium did rejoin. Fantastic. And there's the American Civil War, so I doubt we are going to get the Americans to actually, yeah, we can't do that now. We can send the IRA, which would lose us 10,000 manpower and 1,000 guns. Oh, Irish American refugees. Oh, right, we need to go and grab this right away. 21 days, 14 days. Right, nice. We're making that. 3% recruitable population. We do need that. Because we don't have that much manpower to play with. And I sure as hell don't want to do what I done with Iran. And that's go and scraping the barrel. King Alexander II is here. That's just usual. Germany. Oh, German economy improves. The German government to reform their economy to cope with the Black Monday. With their economy improving, trade between our 2 nations has begun to resume, helping return our economy back to normal. Did that just get rid of Black? No, I just reduced it. Right, okay. Didn't really tell me the reductions, but okay. Right. Let's have a wee look. Wait, the 3rd of June? What? Have I here? No, I can't have. When was the first? When? Right, I'm gonna have to go back and see when the first video was uploaded. While I'm doing that, let's have a look. Collins is always right. Reacting to the American Civil War. Go, 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 go. We need that recruitable population. Jeez. 10 months ago. Oh, we're only at 10 months. 14th of July is the birthday for the channel. So yeah, we'll do something special for that. Probably not a live stream though. That's not what I'll be doing. But we'll do something. We'll do something fun, hopefully. Or a one-off something. A one-off thing. That'll just blow your minds. Oh, what's going on in the world? Any wars that are really dragging on? Well, Indochina looks like they're probably going to win. Oh, the army has taken power in the Philippines. The Donkin ban. Oh. Well, that's an interesting war. And the Austrians are at war with the Hungarians. Oh, and it's the anniversary of the Easter Rising again. Oh, I finished Black Monday reforms, which is going to definitely... Oh, that's not a nice supplement. I swear, the CSA, Jack Reed, just needs to calm down, really. Let's do partial mobilization now. Our stability does go down by 2, but... Right, guys. Why is this a choice? Refugee employment program, right? Construction speed goes up in fact, repair speed. Or do you go recruit the fighting men? Threat recruitable. That's pretty good. Much needed. Just hoping we can grab it before the Americans die. Oh, actually no, we just need to do this. 18 days. Oh, there's the Spanish Civil War. We're not going to be able to do anything about that. We barely got an army at this point. What we should really do is actually have a look in here and see if we can actually... We're so behind in research for the ships. Carlist uprising. We can support them or we can remain silent. You know what? I don't care. I really don't care who wins this. As long as it's not CNT. Because that's just another of the Third International and we don't want that. What's Russia up to? I don't like... Oh, the Bolsheviks are actually in charge. Viktor Chernov. That's not good. Eritrea's revolted again. 5 and 6. Oh, well, they've got double it. Who knows what's going to happen there. Right, let's recruit the fighting men. Deal Black Monday ripples. That's not too bad. Governorship question. Did Germany finish? Has not really helped us yet. So they've got rid of the Black Monday, but I haven't yet. Great. Yeah, yeah, I bet you the Indo-Chinese one. And Bulgaria's getting invaded. Oh, it's the Belgrade Pact, it's not the Balkan League. That's bloody World War One. Duh. And the Indo-Chinese did win. They now have military access to the, well, the German East Asia has military access. And they'll be significantly weaker now. Reinforce our divisions. Oh yeah, they're not in a good place. And the Romanians are in a civil war. Wow, did no one want to join Serbia? Nope, nobody wants to join Serbia. Oh, German economy recovers, so I take it. Yeah, we've recovered as well. Alright, this took a while. Hungary is against everyone. And they do have the lesser divisions, but that is expected. Carl's just gonna go. Black Monday ends after a long and owing to the economic and diplomatic actions of our government, the Irish economy has finally recovered. We have plenty of political power now. And there's some immigration and the economy, so we get some civilian factories. Nice! Military staff. We don't really need them right now. I'm thinking we go unlimited exports. Although we don't really have that much resources anyways, but, you know, maybe good. What's down here? Anything? 1% recruitable population. Not really going to go down this part of the tree for a while. I think we should really focus on doing this. Infrastructure. It just gives us small boosts, really. Synthetic refinery. That will be handy. Oh, approach a receptive foreign powers. Yeah, let's go down that. Let's go down that part of the tree right now. Can we actually do much else with the Americans, really? Now, we do have choosing our friends or allies. We could detent with a union. End the trade war. Oh, right, so we can make peace with them, really. Or we go for the final struggle. We have had enough of your past. When the Irish tricolour flies atop London, all of the world will know that the evil of the British Empire and their red offspring has been wiped from the face of the earth. Well, that description alone makes me want to do that. As well as we bonus we get as well. Because we don't really get that. We get to join their research, but that's it. That would leave us with no friends, but do we need friends? We could use some friends, actually. The Union of Britain's probably actually... Oh, I didn't realise Mosley was in charge. That's nothing new either. They will probably come running for us at some point. Definitely. Show of force. They can have words. But, yeah, they can pretty much go after me whenever they want. They just do those folk. Superior firepower is definitely what we're going to be going down. So let's have a wee look. See, we do have an artillery manufacturer. That is fantastic. We'll just get them right now. And we have battleships researched, which I am researching them, but I've just realised 2 is bad enough getting almost 2 destroyers a year. But trying to get a battleship produced, no, that's actually going to be ridiculous. It's gonna take ages for that to happen. Right, so our fleet's at 9 ships now, so it's not bad. It's nothing compared to the 191 ships of the Union of Britain, but you know, quality over quantity, they say. Well, that's what they say, but I don't think that's really what's going to be the case for us. Oh, right, we're not going to need you. Do we have a artillery? That's a pretty early ping for that as well. We do have artillery. Nice. Good, because that'll be nice for us. Division organisation and recovery rate might be nice as well. Definitely might go for the static defence doctrine guy here. Division attack plus 10. Yeah, we're definitely going to go for him. Do you know what, let's just grab him now. Pal's going after Dominion of India. That is risky. The Irish 1937 elections. So the Fine Gael party wins by manipulation, which, you know, is me. Well, not me. Is Michael Collins here. We do lose some stability. Because we are putting Ian O'Duffy. Or the opposition wins. But no! The opposition are not winning. They aren't. Could really do with switching him out as well. Oh my days. Local manpower resources. And we're going for Edward J. Phelan. And high popularity, that's fantastic as well. Now, the question that's probably on everyone's mind is, will the Ottomans win? Or will they lose? And looks like CNT is definitely not going to win this time. Which is fantastic. It looks like it might be Alfonso. Which is indeed very interesting. Because in my Iran playthrough, it's also the kingdom that won. We'll see what happens. And we shall actually go ahead and convert these guys over. Oh, and he's actually got not really anything I want. Right, aluminium in Dublin. Prior to a rapid expansion through the IEAA Act, Dublin had a small and underfunded aluminium industry that we can now choose to boost further through extended funding. This will, as per usual, increase the national debt quite significantly if we choose to give the industry the maximum amount. But the ends may be worth the means in this case, as we will acquire a valuable resource that our nation would otherwise be starved of. Prop it up with extra funding. We're going to need that aluminium layer. Give them all they need, or no. We're going in. We're going in deep, guys. And let's get the foreign exploitation contracts. See if we can, I don't know, see if Germany wants a piece of it. Democracy, and I'm surprised the Germans did not give German Wallonia back. There's Irish immigration again. Fantastic. We now have a nice decent bit of manpower now, which is quite grand. How strong is the Union right now? 59 divisions. I'm going to wait for the right time to strike, guys. Hungary's still holding on. And Bulgaria is still holding on because they're only against Serbia, who's weaker than them. Interesting. And the Turkestan Khanate must have came in and took some land from the last order as well, because I'm sure Don Kaban Union was against them. The Russians are still in charge of the Bolsheviks, which is weird. I don't quite like it. Like, it's really weird. The Russian Republic, but they're syndicalist. Mongolia won as usual. So the Great Khanate is here. Yeah, let's grab delay. He always seems to mess up. He always seems to mess up. He's even at war with Portugal. And here we go. How will this go down for the Ottomans? 90 divisions against... Well, we just round them all up to 20, really. And, well, 30, 20, 20... Oh! Well, 90 divisions as well. Okay, maybe I was wrong with C&T. They're holding right now. See what happens. And I'm hoping this focus will do some good for us. Be interesting to see what happens in that war. Hungary's gone. I'm presuming Austria will just keep them annexed now. Oh no, they freed Slovakia. And then they annexed the rest. Okay, so we have a choice. Collins is always right. An Irish foreign enterprise. There's a widespread thought spreading throughout the government that for the time being at least, Ireland has reached the limits of our natural resource exploitation. Whilst there may be greater riches still that lurk beneath the green fields of Ireland, basically, they have yet to be discovered. There are, however, plenty of greener pasture to be found abroad, with valuable resources to exploit. Irish economic planners have drafted a list of 4 nations in possession of valuable resources that the Irish businesses could theoretically exploit in their lucrative foreign venture. Morocco, colony of the German Empire, is said to be brimming with iron ore and would make for a good steel industry. The Dutch East Indies are rich in rubber and oil, while South Africa is said to have an abundance of valuable chromium. Finally, there is the exotic Brazil in the Americas, known to have plenty of tungsten. Currently, we should develop our diplomatic relations with one of these nations and ask for permission to begin an enterprise in their territory, naturally in exchange for them having a share of the profits. Hello, Germany! Hello, Kaiser. I'd like to offer you a deal. International Business Centre in Dublin. Now that does sound interesting. Well, the Kaiser accepts. Oh, another... Oh, and the United Provinces is now at war with the Central America. And most likely going to lose, as always. Because that's always what happens. And the US is still here, guys. Garner is still here. Reed's definitely going to win this, I think. He's trying hard. And Frank's trying as well. We'll see what happens. Obviously New England's here, but like to do anything. Let's go ahead and upgrade the artillery. And let's go ahead. Oh, we can actually change it. Actually, I want to get rid of you first, I think. Because this guy here just sounds amazing. He's a social liberal, but like I seriously do not care. Factories plus 20, manpower and resources all locally being boosted by 20%. There's the anniversary of the Easter Rising again. Germany has not come back to me about the deal. Germany, come on, Kaiser. Don't do this to me. You know you know you want to help me out. Unionist organised protest march. So news spread from Belfast and warned that the Unionists are organising a protest march against what they perceive to be an unfair treatment from the government in Dublin. Since Ireland gained her independence, the people of Ulster have become increasingly marginalised in attempts to green up the region and purge the British legacy there have thus far failed. The idea of letting this march go undeterred does not sit well with the majority of the Irish people or the government, and stopping it may only make it worse. We're gonna let it go ahead, which is probably the worst thing I could probably do. I'm sure something's going to happen. Come on, Germany, get back to me about my wee deal. I think we go for more military, because we did get some more... Oh! The Germans reply. Germany's replied to our offer positively and have extended a formal invitation to the Irish foreign delegation to Morocco. Now we can begin planning the next stages of the operation. It won't be easy to set up a business on such exotic soil, but the Irish are a hardy and adventurous people. Will get it done. The great foreign venture begins. Thank you, Germany. Much appreciated. Dominionists have won. So I'm tempted to either go my own way and the final struggle, which does give us a recovery rate and division attack, which is quite handy, or I'm going to side with Germany. I'm not going to side with the king. I'm going with the Kaiser, and I'm not going to just do the friendship. Pragmatic. While we are unwilling to go to war and risk Ireland's independence or the deaths of many young Irishmen, we could allow Germany to base their force in Ireland in exchange for their protection. No, we're going in. Germany is our natural ally, without whom we would still be under British rule. We owe it to them to aid them in their struggle. We will. What's the description of this? Okay, I see. And near King of Kaiser, we need... Oh, okay. The Unionist preparations caused tensions after a local government representative announced that there would be no official efforts made to prevent the Unionist protest march. Local Catholic residents have loudly voiced concerns to the regional... whatever that is. They claim that the protest march is nothing more than a thinly veiled attempt to intimidate the Catholic community in Belfast, who find themselves still partially outnumbered by the Protestant, largely Unionist majority. The demands have not fallen on deaf ears, and there is a growing call for the Irish Republican Army to be deployed along the planned march route to protect the Catholic community and make sure things don't get out of hand. We must protect the Catholic minority. They are the true sons and daughters. Deploy the military against our own people. Nonsense. Of the Gardaí? Handle it. Yeah, we're going to protect them. We're going to protect them, don't worry. Right, I suppose we can probably go ahead and... Oh. The great foreign venture has begun, but first things first, let's get the National Industrial Investment Fund. So, following the German agreement to their proposition, the Irish government has taken steps to create an official Irish-African trade company, and soon enough, a hand-picked team of adventurers, workers and industrialists will be on their way to Morocco to set up shop. It's important that the expedition be led by a competent individual, but Ireland has very little experience in this particular area, so the choice is a difficult one. The government have narrowed the options down to 3 choices. Hire a foreign expert to lead the expedition, put an Irish military man in charge, or what's wrong with Paddy from the pub? We're going to hire a foreign expert to lead the expedition. I think that will definitely be beneficial, rather than sending Paddy. Who should lead the troops? The government has decided that the deployment of the Irish Republican Army will be sent to Belfast in order to secure the safety of the Catholic population during the upcoming Unionist protest march. And now, an overall commander of the development needs to be decided. O'Duffy, who I think is this guy. No, that's Barry. Mulcahy will keep the situation under control. Do we have O'Duffy actually as a leader? Oh, Ian O'Duffy. There he is. And there's the other guy as well. O'Duffy is the best option we have. I think that's right. I hope. Right, what do we definitely want to get rid of O'Duffy here, though. Just because he's bringing our stability down. No other reason. Obviously, I'm wanting maybe National populace, no, get away. Paternal autocrats. Oh, I can't actually change. Thought I could. Alright, we're stuck with Duffy then. Oh, the United Baltic Duchy is in a civil war, basically. Well, wars of independence. There's a civil war. Oh, Ludwig. Okay. Craig speaks out. After several years of inactivity and silence, the leader of the Ulster Unionist Party has spoken out regarding the status of Ulster of Ireland. James Craig, reported by some to have grown senile in his elder years, appeared lively and in good mood as he viciously attacked the Irish government in his first major address of such a kind since the ceasefire of 1925. He particularly chastised the current regime. I don't know. Current regime and the economic neglect paid towards Ulster during the past decade, and demanding that every son and daughter of Ulster be prepared to fight for the prosperity and, if needs be, freedom of the regions. He should have kept his mouth shut. Unionist workers clash in Belfast. Oh God! Following the shift in power that occurred when the British were chased out of Ireland, many Catholic business owners rose to prominence in Ulster. However, this rise in socio-economic status came often at the cost of the Protestant residents of the region, who have previously enjoyed such unbridled dominance over the Catholic minority. A group of Ulster Unionist factory workers went on strike today, citing unfair pay and unwarranted treatment by their Catholic employer. Their strikes soon turned violent when they were attacked by what some believed to be hired thugs. Nobody was killed, although Belfast City Hospital had plenty of patients in the immediate aftermath. Yeah, that's not going to help out. Now, there's two ways you can deal with Ulster. Oh, Peters reports back on our foreign investment. The Belgian expert. You can always trust the Belgian. We put in charge of our foreign affairs off in Morocco has reported back today that the venture has so far been a splendid success and that a large amount of steel is ready to be exported back to Dublin on a regular basis. Oh, 12 steel. The march has begun. Despite great misgivings among the population at large, the Ulster Unionist movement has been allowed to hold their march. It is a miserable day in Belfast, and some had hoped that the torrential rain afflicting the city would have given call for the march to be postponed. Unionist leaders gave the go-ahead, however, and the march will continue as planned. The Irish government has responded to the concerns of the Catholic minority in Belfast by deploying the 3rd Limerick Rifles Regiment to the city. The regiment have taken up strategic positions along the planned protest route that are commanded from the Belfast Central Headquarters by Ian O'Duffy. Let's hope the weather is only bathing about this day. Terrible news has spread throughout the country following the Ulster Unionist protest march. Whilst it is still difficult to understand the full scale of what happened, it is understood that the conflict broke out between the IRA forces commanded by O'Duffy and several of the protesters. Oh, O'Duffy, what have you done? The resultant violence left many of the protesters dead at the hands of the army rifles, and the incident has quickly set the region of Ulster alight in a furor. Some cry for vengeance, others for justice, but one thing is for certain. This is a black day for Ireland, and that has enabled us to start going down the status of Ulster folk history and disgruntled populace in Ulster. For some time now, there's been a slow but surely growing unrest in the northern region of Ireland. Ulster, stirred up predominantly Protestant Unionists who advocate for closer ties with England. Ulster has become something of a problem region for the Dáil. If this situation is not handled carefully, the divide of the region are sure to grow more incendiary. So yes, there's two ways we can deal with Ulster. We can repress the Unionists, so it weakens the Unionists in the event of a civil war, and we get 5 divisions here in Belfast. Then we have at least 10 divisions in Ulster, and then yeah, basically it just keeps on weakening the civil war. However, we could negotiate with the Unionists, which slightly reduces Unionist tensions, and again, and greatly. And then finally, you know, basically this deals with the problem. Not fully, I don't think, but it does give infrastructure and some factories. But we'll see what happens there. Oh, I don't know if I can really... Okay, oh, the Mulcahy Commission. Right, we'll read that. I'll read this out, then we'll end the episode there because this is a long episode. Following the atrocities that occurred during the Ulster Unionist Protest March, the events of which are now coming to be known as Bloody Wednesday by Belfast residents, the government has launched a full investigation into the military's involvement and the culpability in the massacre. Led by Richard Mulcahy, the Commission has presented their initial report. Mulcahy believes that, contrary to the claim by Ewan Duffy and his soldiers, it was the Unionist protesters who instigated the fatal clashes with the army. Instead, he believes O'Duffy and his men were looking for a fight all along and later planting weapons on dead protesters to give themselves an alibi. If these allegations are true, it's a shocking revelation and may have wide-reaching consequences for the IRA. So we've got respect the Commission. O'Duffy and the army were at fault. The army were to blame, but O'Duffy couldn't do anything to stop it. Obviously, the Unionists started the conflict. The army and O'Duffy are blameless. I think we have to do the trial. We'll do the trial. And Brazil's in. Say hello to Vargas, everyone, who will probably be around for about a couple of months max. And it looks like Malan's going to be staying around. The fall of Barcelona. Alright, so we've got the National Industrial Investment Fund here. The government's decision to orchestrate the creation of the National Fund for Investing in Irish Industry has been well received by the public. Recent economic developments in the nation have been seen as an encouraging sign that the Dáil is committed to completing Ireland's economic rebirth. The creation of the NIIF will allow for the development of the specialised construction companies and facilitate the purchase of building materials to keep the wheels of industrialisation turning. We spent enough at this, as it is on this issue. Massively invest in the fund and get those factories built. Boom. And Barcelona's fall. And finally, let's go ahead and establish financial industrial capital. Banging. So it's between the Carlists, who we did not back, and the Kingdom. French assistance and German assistance. And they have... no. Portuguese and Austrian. So we'll see what happens there. So yes, Yes, guys, I'm just kind of waiting for the trial of Ewan O'Duffy right now. This is definitely a long episode. Might split into two parts just to get uploaded quicker. Oh, Hungary's back. And so is Transylvania's here. And it would seem Bosnia, well, not Bosnia. Oh, trial. The trial's here. Croatia got some land there. Short Brothers Company. Founded in England in 1908, the Short Brothers PLC is a private aerospace company with some existing operations in Ulster. Having seen their business suffer significant losses thanks to the fate of the British Empire, they are now looking for new opportunities and see expansion in Ulster as their highest priority. We can subsidise their venture at some cost to our nation, but the benefits of having such a prominent aerospace industry are obvious in peace and wartime. Holy balls, that helps us fighters. And 2 military factories. Boom. Right, Ewan O'Duffy has today been brought before President over by the highest chiefs of the Irish Republican Army. He's accused of encouraging, perhaps even personally orchestrating the massacre of the Bloody Wednesday. The consequences of such of such a direct breach of military protocol are severe. The public have been incensed by the revelations of the Mulcahy Commission and are baying for blood, no more so than in Ulster. It is up to the court to decide whether or not O'Duffy is truly guilty, however, and if so, what punishment should be dealt. Ewan O'Duffy is guilty. Discharge him from the service and imprison him. O'Duffy is guilty. He will face a firing squad. O'Duffy is innocent. Let him go. Now, he's a war hero. Do you know what? We're going to imprison him. So he's gone. He is gone. But that's fine, because these guys all suck anyways. Well, except for, well, we're going to leave these guys alone. Because these guys are the guys we're going to be using. Because they are better. Anyways, guys, this has been a long episode, so I hope you have enjoyed so far. and I hope my reading ability has not put you off continuing to watch, because probably going to lead the most of these ones, because it's hard to kind of tell what's going on with some of them. But yes, we'll be back very soon for some more. I know it wasn't exactly the most... Oh god, Romania's joined in the fun. Oh, well, that's great for them. Anyways, guys, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. I know it's not been the most entertaining episode, but we'll be back soon, and hopefully it'll be much better then. Cheers, bye for now.